Hey, it's Katrina. I know I've vlogged a little bit about this, but I just wanted to speak now a little bit about the reasons why I'm working so hard at getting my health, my body, my mind, my everything in shape and healthy, and not just crash diets and blah, 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 but actually down to the core healthy. Um, I might start crying, so I'm just warning you now. Can't do it without crying. It's been almost 2 years since my father passed away. And he was a single father, so he pretty much raised me my whole life, me and my brother, by himself. Um, and he was obviously the best man I've ever met, ever, that ever lived. That was him. But unfortunately, he had diabetes, and he had it for over 20 years. He had a lot of trouble getting it under control. His weight was fine, but he had kidney disease. He had all of the kinds of things going on. He ended up with a stroke and heart disease and a whole bunch of things. And 2 years ago, I had lived with him at the time. I was helping take care of him when he was having his episodes and bad low blood sugar problems and different things. He was in and out of the hospital quite a bit. Um, and one morning I woke up and he was gone. He had passed away in the middle of the night. And it was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever experienced. And my son had just turned 2 years old, so I realized he's not going to have any memories of his papa. Um, and I lived in basically like a coma for a year. I had no idea what was going on. I was going to work and doing what needed to be done and raising my son the best I could, but my health was getting even worse. I couldn't think about cooking. Half the time I was driving to go to work. I make deliveries doing things, so I was driving with my son in the back, and I would just stop at Dunkin' Donuts and like throw munchkins at him and be like, "There, that'll." We would stop at Burger King. We'd finally, I was like, "This can't. This. I don't want to repeat bad habits. I don't want my son to get diabetes. I don't want me to get diabetes. I don't want to be dead in 10 years and have my son not have a parent. I don't want him to have to go through what I did of taking care of a parent way too young. I mean, I wasn't even 40 when my dad died. So I signed up for Beachbody, and I did nothing with it. I did some Shakeology. I did a couple things. About 6 months, I couldn't think about anything. Like I said, I was still kind of dazed and confused. Um, it was almost exactly a year after he died that I started to take things more seriously. I still didn't really get into the Beachbody. I was doing the Shakeology, but um, I started going to a boxing gym because that's interesting to me, and I found it fun. And my dad used to boxes when he was a young adult and teenager, so I thought it was like a good connection for us. I started taking nutrition classes because I wanted to learn about foods and how they affected your glycemic index and all those other kinds of things. And I lost, doesn't seem like much, but when you're gaining muscle and losing fat, I lost about 40 pounds in a year, which is a healthy way to do it. And I lost like 6 inches in my waist alone, so that tells you something. And I still have a ways to go, so that tells you even more. I mean, I put on a lot of weight that year after my dad died too, so take that into account. Um, so I was going on really well, and that was actually not even in a year. It was probably in like 7 or 8 months that happened. And then I lost my babysitter, and I wasn't able to get to the boxing gym as often as I like, and I couldn't do a lot of things. Then the holidays started to creep back in, and then all these other kinds of things. So I kind of plateaued for a while, and then the New Year popped back up, and I was like, "This is crazy. I need to get back on track." I was still taking my classes. I would still pop by the gym every once in a while, but I decided I'm going to take things seriously, and I did a month of like, cutting out junk food completely, no sweets, no pizza, no things like that. Lost a few pounds, like maybe 10 pounds. That was basically just gained over the holidays pounds. Um, and then I decided to really, I had the Beachbody stuff. I've still subscribed to it. I started to really decide this is, I have a great coach. I can't think the best coach, and she is wonderful. So I started listening to her stuff all the time, and I started to watch her exercise and take her food tips and all that kind of stuff, and really get the motivation back. And I started listening to a lot of the self-help things and Tony Robbins and You Can Do Everything and anything you put your mind to and everything. So I started the 21 Day Fix. It's only been a couple days. It's great. It is. It's so much fun. There's different levels you can do. Abs every day. That's important, especially in my situation. That's my danger spot, which also is the cause of diabetes, is too much stomach fat, or one of the causes. Wow, no tears. I'm impressed. It's a little weepy, but I didn't actually cry. So that's my story, and that's why I am taking my